Hey guys, I'm sorry that I've been uploading a lot today, but it's just I want to get this over and done with, and my phone's been like messing up. My dog is breathing really loudly. Shh, Pixie. Shh. We're close to the end. It's just one more date. I literally have almost everything deleted, so it shouldn't say that there's not any. Like it's nearly like done. It shouldn't say that. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Oh, and if you guys. Anyways, I'm also sorry for uploading a lot. You know, I'm sorry about everything. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborate stage photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life and had passed. Now we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost because lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting, and occasionally cruel, but it is all times but it is all at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think it is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off Damian's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damian again, and can't help but be entranced by his charms, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damian, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damian steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in his hushed tone for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay? What? It has an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a run-down building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript. I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment, I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of his seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from some place I can't see. There's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall to find a stall after stall scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their nose through it to sniff the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here? You aren't here for the fight club? I, I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter. That's what I want to do when I'm 15. Go volunteer at an animal center, like, take care of the animals, like when they get into the shelter. My mom's like, I'm not sure if you want to do that. It's some sad stuff. And it's like, Mom, I love animals. Let me love them. Wow. Okay, kid. Want to put me in a box? Way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this about baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and the door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see Damien. Oh God, I forgot how cute he looked. Oh God, I love his hair. It's his hair. Oh God, just look at him. Hey, it's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that. Oh, I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs to be attended to. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia? She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats when I came back and she's already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She's always ended up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. The wrong voice. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless. Even you need to stay on your toes to get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Derek. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm Nerd's house. At least you're not other nerds' house. Look like you're moving up the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? This is an adoption paper? That's sad. I know it's supposed to be like volunteering and stuff, but if this is an adoption paper, I don't even want to see the front of it. It's a lined piece of paper. I get that probably this adoption center doesn't probably have enough money. I get it. But if you're going to start an adoption thing, like, if you're going to start volunteering stuff, maybe try a little bit harder to make it look professional. I'm sorry. Where should we head first? Let's try the aquarium. Damon and I exit the parking lot and start driving down towards town. I look over at him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for the Bok. I don't know what do you think odds are, Derek? My dad once told me, Derek, you can't shove raisins up your nose, and that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children are resilient, I suppose. Yes, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. Damon and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything? No dogs here, not even a sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Let's go Bayside. We arrived back at the Bayside. Just like the old times, eh? I remembered as if it were yesterday. Earlier today. So what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it onto any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damon and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda! What are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day, vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing? I'm heading home to get out and veg on the couch and watch some TV. How'd you get a burrito first? Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet.